All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 115 to the longest running arcade
live
arcade live show coming at you from Elon Musk's satellite car from heavy metal.
That's right.
Thing.
Don't forget we have a girl.
Yeah, we have more girls than the other guy, and we're a bunch of group of friends that like to get together and chat about beer, arcade games, and movies, and whatnots.
And post weird pictures on IRC.
And yes, please join us on IRC. The links hopefully will be in the I guess they're not there.
We're like totally organized tonight.
You think after 115 shows we know what the fuck we're
Yeah, 115 shows and we still don't have our shit together.
We're just proving how integral Orange Whip is to our group, you know? So
yeah.
Hope you're feeling better, Orange Whip.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, Orange. Get better. So today's question of the week is a sort of the F, Marry, Kill question. We do the keep, sell, or turn into a 60-in-1. And the three games this week that we have to choose from are X-Men, Simpsons.
Wasn't this last week?
Wasn't that last week?
We did that last week.
Are you reading last week's?
Yeah.
I wasn't here last week. That's how come it's posted in my feed. Oh, that was last week's email.
That was last week's email.
Yeah, we don't have a question
last week's
because it's Jimbo and he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm looking at an old email. Sorry, everybody.
Right,
I'll just make it up as I go then.
I posted some emergency ones though. So here, real quick, I'll pull up the next list. Is that true show questions?
Right, would you rather
Yeah, right.
go down on Frizzle Fried or do 150 star jumps? And go.
I had that list of questions that I posted in the questions. Look that up.
No one wants.
Hold on, everyone.
Well, speaking of having our shit together.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
Lemon
cookie.
Yeah. Would you rather keep, sell, or 60-in-1 a Astro Blaster, a Galaga, or we got to pick a third game. What's another great shooter? What's another good one? You guys think of another really good shooter? I know. How about
Karate Champ?
Wait.
Oh no, it has to be a shooter. How about
like a vertical shooter?
Iris or something? How about that?
Gyrus?
Astro Blaster, or Galaga?
Ooh,
boom!
Astro Blaster, Gyrus. All right, that's good.
That's a tough one. Yeah. All right,
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Did anyone post the public YouTube link for everyone?
I'm about to post that right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
By the way, yep.
Oh, for the
in the RKLV.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
Feel free to tweet it or whoever anybody wants to do that stuff.
Well, we gotta put it in the arcade on the YouTubes so people can.
Oh, the IRC, you're saying?
Yeah,
I don't have the IRC. I think it's the same one that's typically posted in.
It is. That's what should all go to an old show. So if you want to join us on IRC, go to the old show and the link is in the description.
Right.
Don't watch this show.
I actually just looked it up on KLOV. I think Gak had posted it a while back.
I don't know if anybody has the ability to post it in the comments on the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
We have no idea what we're doing.
I gotta open up the YouTube.
You can see who the organizational brains of this thing was.
We're all at work.
Yeah, we're all passengers, and Brad was the driver of the arcade hangout bus.
We don't have time for these.
Is that Bitly even going to work? I don't think it's going to work, is it?
Let's see, it's work. It looks like it's working.
Oh, hey! That it's working.
What's the link to IRC? I use a client.
I put it in the chat.
There, yeah,
YouTube,
thank you. Yeah, I'll get it. Yep, got it.
Chat thing-a-ling-a-ling.
There we go.
Ciao.
All right.
Anyone used to watch Hong Kong?
Man, there's a lot of idlers in there. I guess, do they never sign out? Like from previous weeks?
Yeah, they don't have to sign out.
Brian was saying that these are from like Gleek's other places.
Gleek's okay.
Hidden hairy places.
Hidden secret places.
Deep Fakes IRC channel as well.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So let's get this show rolling. Rolling. All right. So
what are you guys doing next week? Anything fun?
Nothing.
Yeah, like next Thursday, for instance.
Sleeping. Drinking.
Got any plans?
No plans. Nothing going on.
Just work.
You're gonna be around the airport around 12:30, 1 o'clock, just out of curiosity, or
Yeah.
We'll be drunk by then.
Yeah, we'll be good and lit, laughing at you, telling you to catch up.
Mock, I went to the liquor store today and put together a box of stuff to send to you, so I'll get that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna ask. I have a box I need to send to. Can I get either Mock's or Joel's address on the chat?
Yeah, I'll put it in the private chat.
Yep. Thank you. Yep.
I don't want to get like.
Don't put it in the IRC. Trust me. Nothing. Yeah, nothing bad will be sent to you.
You don't want pubic hairs mailed to your house? Or
Yeah, I don't want to have some people break into my home with pubic hairs on my lips.
Oh my god!
Read my lips.
Oh, hold on a second.
So I guess I shouldn't use baggies
Mock's
of pubic
box.
hairs. Mock's box.
Oh damn! I need a beer.
Hey, Gak, ever had one of those?
There you go.
I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Elio.
Smoke. Yeah, I think
Thanks,
so.
Mock.
Alaskan.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
I've got a flight of these for their 15, 16, and 17, so I'm drinking my spare 17 tonight.
Nice.
Hey, did anybody else for Christmas get some lottery tickets from Gleek?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to say thank you, Gleek, for
Yes.
that. I was touched.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I won $1, but I didn't want to bother.
I didn't win shit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not that counts.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Merry Christmas.
Right.
Oh God, that's gross. That picture. No,
Oh, we already started.
please, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what's going on? Look at that.
that's fake.
Is that milk stout?
Yeah.
Milk stout beer boob.
Totally photoshopped.
Where's Jim when we need the sound effects?
Yeah.
She's a squirter. She's squirting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo. Where's Jimbo tonight? He's hosting, but he's not here.
Yeah, he said he'd be here in a little bit.
All right. Anyway, next week is Nat, and we're all getting ready for that. Should be a lot of fun.
It's like 9 days away. Oh my god.
Oh,
I haven't heard a response from. Well, Jeff Kinder canceled, and Jeff C hasn't responded to a couple of my emails, so he's probably avoiding me. So I don't know if he's going to come. So, but he did say he wanted to come. I gave him all the information, where it is, and what time, and all that. So it's up to him. That's probably a no, I guess. But
Probably
can't say I didn't try.
the sleeves to his shirts.
Yeah.
Either way, we're gonna have a good time dominating Griffin's toilet. You know, so.
I've actually dug a hole for you guys. In the back.
All right.
I have plenty of plants in the watering. This is California. We are drought country.
Yes, right.
It'll be really funny when I lift the lid off the top of the upper decker and there's already an upper decker in there.
Someone beat you to it.
You're gonna go for the double decker.
Like
Double decker.
The upper lid won't even close. It's so full.
Oh,
There you go.
That's it. I'm getting my zip ties out. I'm
Duct tape and everything down.
I think
Hide in the
we got a show title: Griffin's Double Decker.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's a new record for
Griffin's double decker.
You guys are nasty.
You guys don't know what out there in the internets don't know what upper decker is. Google it.
UrbanDictionary.com.
Yeah. Make sure you do it on your wife's computer.
Right.
No, you're supposed to do it in the toilet.
So what do we got? We got like 20 confirmed people so far.
Yeah, right about there.
20-ish, yeah.
Looks
Very
good.
good. I have been talking to a certain young good-looking man from Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And, gonna see if
That would be an awesome little surprise there.
Yeah.
The rumor mill is a churning.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see if you can make it. That'd be cool.
Needs to swing by Sacramento and pick up some games after that, right?
Possibly, right?
But I just got to convince him to buy everything that I have here, and then I can just retire and
Yeah, there you go.
go back to the UK. I'll be good. Go back to my socialized medicine.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're doing the burn cell hump challenge here. That's an interesting question. What game would you hump?
That one that has the ass sticking out.
Yeah.
Bunga bunga.
Oh.
There's gotta be some fucked up dude somewhere in an arcade in Japan that fucked that game.
I'm sure somebody has.
Somebody
Definitely
did.
not.
Somebody
Without a
has
doubt.
fucked it.
I sure hope not. The game, come on, baby. You know, that's just wrong.
Oh, gross.
I just got a text from Lynn. She's watching live, and she's like, "I just googled double decker."
Actually, that's a great question. Is Double Decker in Urban Dictionary?
Probably.
Get on that shit. Get on that shit.
Yeah.
It's not the bus if that's what you're Googling. Yeah, it's
When you-
definitely not the bus.
Go to perform an
Yeah, it's
Double
got nothing
Decker,
to
and you
do
already
with
find one
that.
there.
Mhm.
Oh, new private message at Clove. Here we go.
Maybe it's about that offer.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of offers, I got 5 offers for my Whitewater.
Nice.
One bye-bye.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, in other words, you're getting full price, I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah, 5
asking
offers.
price.
They're all for $10.
That's what's great about when you get a bunch of offers and you don't have to deal and deal as much. I can just go, well, I've got 4 other people besides you that are willing to pay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah, that's a great price too. That's a really good price.
I think it's pretty
Obviously.
good. I think it's a good, straight, solid price for
Mhm.
for what it is. But I'm gonna really be sad to see it go. But I'm really excited about if Monster Bash is a reality. I'm really excited about getting that pin. So, and
You watch,
If it's-
they'll announce Baywatch.
oh, I know. Or if they announce like that, what's a genie?
Aladdin.
Baywatch Vault Edition.
No,
Oh my
what's
But they update it with the same characters that are all like wrinkly and
Yeah.
bad.
they have an asshole off today.
He's got
I
like
played-
saggy man tits.
I played Baywatch for the first time a couple weeks ago.
I heard it's
pretty
fun,
good,
so
actually.
I don't know.
You know-
I haven't played it.
It's a fun machine, yeah.
I heard
It
it's
actually
good.
it actually was kind of fun, and I picked it because it was at the pinball league, and it was my pick, and I'm like, I've never played it, but it's just too campy not to. Got to do Baywatch. Hasselhoff's eyes looking at you.
Did it have
they're
the
nice.
Pamela Anderson back glass on it? Did it have the the PAM back glass because there's like a sexy aftermarket back glass.
Oh,
But, yeah.
I don't think I got to see that one. Sexy,
No?
sexy,
Oh.
sexy for who?
Sexy. Oh, for men.
Oh, oh, silly me. Duh. Yeah. I thought maybe we'd see some like
Women don't play pinball.
Yeah.
Or games, or
some sort of
leave
David
the
Hasselhoff.
house.
They mod it with the cut scenes from her with Tommy Lee videos.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Yeah, you get the on the boat bonus round.
Right.
Roadhead multi-ball.
Yeah.
Answer the damn question, someone. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna pass it to Andrew.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, I gotta get my bell.
Right, I had to think about the hard one is like which one to keep, right? Because I mean, honestly, like Galaga, I don't know. I think Galaga would be the burn.
Are we doing burn? Or are we doing
Multicade.
Or multicade. I mean, right. That so yeah. If you, Galaga multicade, that would sell for millions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like every multicade that's already on Craigslist.
I know, right?
Yeah. So I'd probably end up keeping Gyrus and selling Astro Blaster. I think Astro Blaster is a cool game. Kind of on the vein of like a sort of Moon Cresta kind of thing, and for that matter, like Galaxian, that old school kind of feel. But I think I have more fun owning Gyrus than Astro Blaster. And Galagas are a dime a dozen. Gyrus and Astro Blaster are definitely more rare. So yeah, I think I'd keep Gyrus, sell Astro Blaster, and 60-1 the shit out of Galaga.
Hey, the 16-1 has Galaga in it.
There you go. So it's not really like fucking the game, right? It's like
That's why it should be burn. Or
You can-
push off a roof or something.
yeah. Set on fire and then push off a roof.
Mm-hmm. Let's say that.
No,
That's
but
like Inception, though.
yeah, right. Did I play Galaga on a multi
On a Galaga? What?
on a 16-1? That doesn't make any sense. We heard you like Galaga, so we put Galaga in your Galaga.
Yo, dog.
Yeah.
Do
So
you love it when the English guy says yo, dog?
it sounds so authentic. Like when we say "Good day, mate."
Yeah. Or another shrimp on the Barbie.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Oi, I'd have a shrimp on the Barbie, innit?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll go ahead and pass it to who's Chris Seabart.
Oh, that was loud.
Sorry.
Okay. What were the 3 games? I missed that part.
Astro Blaster, Galaga, and Gyrus.
You have to fuck one, marry one. I mean, wait, you gotta.
Okay, so Galaga, Asteroids, you said, or Astro?
Astro Blaster.
Have you played Astro Blaster?
Never.
It's one of the first games with speech, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you could call it that.
Yeah.
Connects needed in Sector Wars. Play Astro Blaster.
Yeah, right.
It was pretty amazing,
Yeah, it's
actually.
right
When I was a
there.
kid, that was amazing, actually, when I saw that.
And what was the third?
Wait,
I have a
Gyrus.
short-term memory.
Gyrus, Galaga,
Oh, Gyrus. Okay.
Astro Blaster.
Well, weed's not legal yet, buddy.
Never smoked it, never will. Maybe if I ever make it out to Denver, but
You seem more like a cocaine kind of guy.
I thought he was more of a heroin kind of guy myself.
No, I think something more amphetamine. I'm gonna go with coke.
More of a meth.
Roofies if they're legal.
Is that a word,
Maybe a
amphetamine?
Tide Pods.
We will roofie the shit out of you, Chris. Just answer the question.
all right. Fuck. You let me. Oh, by the way, the lower thirds work now.
Yeah.
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 lower third yourself, peoples.
Exactly. You enjoy your lower third
And
later.
don't everybody pick
That's the
blue? Like,
question.
come on.
Well,
Jeez, I never played Astro Blaster, so keep Galaga.
Mm.
Something's going off the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gyrus.
What's worth the most? Probably Gyrus, right?
Yeah, probably Gyrus is
Gyrus.
worth the most, so that'd be a Cell and Astro Blasters, because I don't know any, I haven't played any of these games. Galaga, I think I played in MAME once.
What the fuck are you doing on this show?
I keep asking myself that every time I log in.
But
Because he loves us.
nice.
I'm here for comic relief.
Played Galaga once. Wow.
I work 60 hours a week. When do I have time to
Oh, we're
anything
judging
these
you now. We're
No.
we're
I'm sorry. I'm just teasing.
judging. Oh, look, there you go. Lower third.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I gotta make a custom one.
You
Like
got the fancy graphic there.
yeah, make me
Do
one of
that.
those.
I'm
Yeah.
fancy as fuck.
Mine's pretty standard issue.
I'm not really fancy. I'm just British. G'day, mate. Yeah,
Sorry.
this one's a rattlesnake. Let's see if I can piss him off.
I thought you were from Australia.
I thought I was. Wait.
Or are you from Wales?
Oh, now that's fighting. I do like a bit of Tom Jones, though. So,
Okay.
It's not unusual.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite bands actually did a weird collaboration with Tom Jones.
Tom is a god among men.
He is.
He makes men throw their panties at him.
That's in Vegas. It's gross.
That's how manly Tom Jones is. Anyway. Did Seabot answer the question?
Yes, I did.
No.
Don't ask me to repeat it. Who hasn't gone yet?
Everybody.
So what would you
everybody.
keep?
He's keeping Galaga.
Keep was the Galaga.
And you'd burn Astro Blaster.
Yeah.
So Chris, what were the games again?
Don't make him think. I thought weed was legal in like July.
Chris, you're supposed to pass the fucking question. Wake up, boy.
I
Come
said
on.
Harry, fuck. Open your ears.
Da-da-da. All right.
You podcast like you Unreal Tournament.
In that case, we're all screwed.
Oh.
Did you pass it to me? Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all being
All
very
right.
quiet.
Yeah. I'm keeping Gyrus. I have a Gyrus. I love it. I love Gyrus. I love the music. We're gonna 61 or shove off a cliff or whatever Galaga because I give zero shits about that game. And Astro Blaster, just that I'll sell just cause. Here we go. Ding.
What are you eating, Harry? What is that?
This is a portobello stuffed mushroom
I was
with
saying, it looks like a mushroom.
with yeah I'm eating mushrooms.
Shrooms, dude.
with Italian sausage and some cheese on top, as well as some soup.
That's
With
A
right.
dog breathing on it.
Yeah, everything
Dog
tastes
breath
better
form.
with dog. Yes, dog. Exactly. Instead of the hand warmed
Yeah.
hot dogs, it's dog breath formed stuffed mushroom.
Oh,
And
portobello.
can my soup has chickpeas in it. And Andrew, the other day, I told your chickpea joke and gave you credit.
That's a great joke.
Carrie has a napkin and every time the dog licks her lips.
I don't even need napkins. Yep, I just got the.
That dog has a
Or
look at us
dishwasher.
just like, I'm going to eat this food as soon as she turns her head. Like,
No.
as soon as she
She
turns
just
her
looks
head.
the other way. It's mine.
She likes to lick right next to it, like, hey, just in case you're wondering, I kind of like some of that. Just, in case there was a question.
Don't forget about me.
Exactly.
In the wild, those dogs eat portobello mushrooms all the time.
Yeah.
It's our natural prey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, she might be more excited about the Italian sausage that it's stuffed with. Maybe. But she did it all.
So actually, funny topical conversation. So apparently, after Colorado legalized pot for recreation, apparently someone's trying to get it so mushrooms are legal
Oh God,
Oh.
in Colorado now.
boy.
that's
Okay.
not
Wow.
necessary.
They're trying to get that on the ballot in November. So
Why don't you just go the full hog and
I
make
know, right?
pots legal?
Yeah.
You know, and just
Nothing is illegal. That's basically
Yeah.
take it all the way out.
Rape is now legal.
Yeah.
Well, then Bill Cosby could move to Colorado.
It's Purge 365. Exactly.
I want to legalize like crazy steroids, so everyone's have like roid rages everywhere.
Yeah. Mega
It's like
buff.
There's like the purge, but all year long.
Have you guys watched the new Jim Jeffries stand up on Netflix? By the
No.
way, the Australian-
No.
I saw him in Boston when he came for New Year's. He's really good.
I
Yeah.
saw him too.
Dude, he comes straight out and just goes straight into Bill Cosby. Like he just walks onto stage, and the first thing he said, he's like, "Bill Cosby." Like, oh God, here we go. And he go, I won't do like too much of it, but there's this one comment. He goes, "Oh, I used to love watching Bill Cosby as a kid. I used to sit there and watch the Huxtables in the house. I used to watch him and think, you know what? I bet he doesn't rape."
I did see that one. Yeah, I saw that.
There was this heckler at the show that I went at for his New Year's Eve show. She was she got offended by his retard joke and just had to be like escorted out, which is kind of ugly. But
What goes to a Jim Jeffries show if they get offended by
that's
anything?
that's what he said too. Yeah, that was his point.
What did she say? Like her brother's retarded or something?
She said her son was retarded, but again,
Yeah, okay.
know
What
where
was she doing there?
yeah, exactly
Jesus.
know the show you're going to. He was actually quite polite about it too, and she was
Yeah, because she's opening herself
screaming.
up to like, yeah,
Yeah.
so much stuff there.
That guy is-
You know, he is on the spectrum for autistic a little bit, Jim Jeffries, because I walked by him. He was at where I work, and I literally was like right next, no eye contact. He was smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, and then when he talked about one of his things about being on the spectrum for autism, and I'm like, he is a little bit, because you could tell he's like off. You know, he wasn't like, this is backstage, and I wasn't like, you know, I was just like walking by him, and I could tell he was real reserved. He wasn't really looking at anything. He wasn't looking at anybody in the eye. You know.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
like
really.
about
He was.
that new show, yeah.
it's kind of like going to an arcade event.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys want to watch some brutal comedy, check that out. It's called Freedom,
Okay.
and it's on Netflix. But
I love
good
Jim
God,
I'll check that out. Yeah.
not for the faint-hearted. Oh my God.
All right, I will pass it to Leo, our man for Brofest or whatever. It's Leo Fest, whatever we're going to call it.
Whatever we're gonna call it. Yeah, I listened.
And my question to you
Jim's there just for the sound effects. I see it unmute and then the sound effect and then mute.
It's if I come, what day should I show up? When is it going to be helpful to help you?
You
do
can
setup or
show
whatever?
up any day. Like I'm taking Wednesday off, so I'm taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So if you want to show up anytime that week, let me know. I can pick you up. I got a place back here. You can crash if you want, or that's open to everyone that's on this channel, not in the chat, because I don't know you people. And I've been listening to way too many like murder podcasts. I'm like, this is probably a bad fucking idea. So, so yeah, come in any day that week. Yeah, Carrie, I heard last week I said you wanted to come, so that'd be awesome.
Cool. All right.
For the question, I've never played Astro Blaster either, so I'm gonna burn 60 and on that because I just don't know what it. I quickly Google searched some images of it, and it looks kind of okay, I guess, but just not something I know a lot about. So then between like Galaga and Gyrus, I guess Galaga's I enjoy that a little bit more, so I'd keep that and sell the Gyrus because again, I think Mark had mentioned it's worth more money, so I'd sell the Gyrus just for the cash. But yeah, and then I'd keep the Galaga. But I don't know, that's Neither of those three games. Like I said, I never played Astro Blaster. Like really, I wouldn't go out and buy those games if I had a chance. Wow, that's just me. If it was part of a 16 one, I would. But for the question, I guess I'd keep the Galaga.
So when you go to GameSpot or you go to Grinkers, you have to make it a point to play Astro Blaster. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they was at Grinkers.
Oh yeah, I was there. It was in the tournament last year.
Wasn't that the cocktail or no? Was that the one over?
That's a stand up.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I
I did
did
play it then.
Right before you go into his office, it's on the right.
Yes,
Oh.
I played that.
That's where it was.
Never mind. I did play that game. Now that you mentioned, okay.
And your zookeeper.
That's one that has warp
Yeah.
and everything slows down. Warp activated.
Yeah,
I think we had it as
Nine.
one of our weekly challenge games.
we did. We did have it. Yep.
Yeah, I like that game though. It's fun.
Okay.
All right, Jimbo, get ready.
I will pass it to Gak.
All right. He pops in for his one. That's great. I think most of us are kind of at the same. To me, Galaga, I used to have one, but there's just so many of them and so easily accessible. I think that's the one that's going to get multi-cade. And I love Gyrus though, the music and gameplay. So I think that's the one I would keep over Astro Blaster. Not even saying like which one's worth more, but I think Astro Blaster probably is worth more. But yeah, I would keep Gyrus over Astro Blaster.
Interesting.
So.
What would you price an Astro Blaster at?
Well, I've known of them to sell for in the 1,000 range.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Holy shit!
This is for a nice example. A nice example, of course.
What does Gyrus now sell for?
Probably more
Probably
like
15?
700-800.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Astro Blaster is more?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Wow.
It's definitely
It's
the
more
more rare.
and it has the speech for collectors. I'm saying, general public maybe. I don't know.
General public's not going to know either one of those.
They're not going to pay that much for either one. General public probably, but
Trying to find Gyrus, which doesn't have Dave is gay carved into the side of it.
right. Yeah.
That's all
And
stenciled
Dave comes
artwork,
back
right?
and he's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're a fag.
You're a fag. Yeah. Entire conversations take place on the side of Gyrus's. It's like the door of a men's bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, like wasn't that you that posted that image, Griffin?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pass it to Mark then, if Mark hasn't gone.
No.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Now that I know Astro Blaster is worth more, I'll probably sell that because I need money for my Monster Bash pin. Let's see. I probably Galaga would probably get burned and thrown off a roof just because I played the hell out of that game and played it to death and sick of it.
See, that's the weird thing though. If you want to just have parties and have people over, everyone would approach Galaga.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of my. I thought about the
Yeah.
On
So
my
I see
60
that.
and 1 cocktail, it's that one and Miss Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. Those are like the those are the ones everybody remembers. I guess that's probably why. But but yeah, I mean, there's so many opportunities to play that game too. When you go anywhere to even like barcades and stuff, you'll find a Galaga there. It's a staple. So yeah, let's just burn that one, push it off the roof. So
I think most of us who have like any like number of games, like someone's got Galaga in their arcade one way or another, either MAME or emulated or a dedicated.
Yeah, you kind of have to have that game.
Almost,
that one and like Miss Pac-Man. I mean, you got Donkey Kong. Those are like you have to have those. Otherwise, your arcade, I think, is not really a real.
Damn! Wow! All right,
that's fire. Wow!
So, who in this room did we just offend with that?
I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about barcades.
If you don't have a machine with 75 buttons, 4 joysticks,
and a place to put
no
your
real
cock.
games.
I could put my beer on the left or right side.
How many beer holders does that thing have?
That's
2.
an ambidextrous.
Well, I'm going to use both of them when I come over to visit.
So sorry if I offended anybody. What I was talking about was barcades, though. If you're going to open up a barcade, you better have those staples, you know. So that's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right. So who hasn't gone yet? Jim and
Did Dave from Buffalo go?
Yep, Joel.
And Joel. Okay, go ahead, Joel.
All right. I would keep the Astro Blaster because it's kind of funky and cool. And I have this kind of weird sort of soft spot for anything by Gremlin. So, you know, Astro Blaster, obviously Frogger, and oh fuck, the name completely escapes me right now. But we put it in one of our early game challenges. It was a shooter, like kind of like Astro Blaster. Shit, why can't I remember the name of it now? Fuck. Anyway, yeah, Astro Blaster, I keep it. Kind of like groovy little.
Well, there's the Carnival. I don't think we ever done that. The Carnival.
No. It was very much like Astro Blaster, but the everything moves in a circle. There's a lot of circle movements, and they go down and come back up out the screen.
Mooncresta.
Mooncresta, thank you.
I fucking love that game.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's that same kind of genre, like Blaster, Mooncresta, all that kind of stuff. So I like those shooters like that. Even like Galaga for that same kind of reason. Galaxian, all of those sort of shoot up games. Gyrus, I would burn or 60-1 or whatever because fuck it, Joel's never going to get a goddamn Gyrus.
Wow.
There's someone selling a Gyrus literally 5 minutes from my house right now, and I posted it for you guys in the chat. He's got it listed for $2,500, and because he like found it in some house they were like stripping out or whatever. The guy's got no fucking idea what it is.
They see it on eBay for that, and so that's
yeah. So I keep offering him $300 for it, and he's like, "No, it's worth way more than that. This was everywhere in the '80s, you know."
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, okay.
There's a lot of them.
Tell me, tell me why it's worth $2,500. You know. So he's just obviously doing it to mock me. He heard about me, obviously, because the world revolves around me, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a Gyrus. I'm going to torture Griffin within 5 minutes of his house, and I'm going to advertise this for $2,500 for the next year on Craigslist." That motherfucker has to see it the whole time. And then whatever the fuck is left to do with the game that is left. What are we doing? We're selling. Sell a Galaga.
Galaga.
That is a $2,500 game because that was everywhere in the '80s, and everyone loves Galaga. So I'd put that on Craigslist for like $1,000 and just wait for someone to come because you'd find someone. You'd find someone who wants it.
It's funny though how people still love that game though. It's so old and.
Yeah,
just everybody.
I'm trying to think. I want to say I got 800-ish for my Galaga when I sold it about a year ago.
That's a good price for Galaga.
And then they even had that re-release with the one that Andrew has on that has the Miss Pack on it.
Yeah,
that one's pretty amazing that they re-released.
Yeah, and those Namco cabinets go for crazy money.
What the fuck is this? I just found this in my fridge.
That
looks like something you put up your pooper.
For your pleasure.
All right, he's already got the party favors for next week.
Rip for her pleasure.
Someone's going to find that in their bed when they stay over at Joel's place.
I'm putting this in my Star Wars coin box with all the other goodies.
That's the special one you're keeping for
look,
DJ
it bends. Look, it's positionable as well.
Curved to reach those hard to reach spots.
See this right here? See this from here to here?
Does it have posable appendages?
From here to here, that's the orgasm zone right there. So you keep that right until you're there, and then just like that.
Yeah, but it's hollow.
Look at that. Just watch them. So you can blow into it.
Oh my god! It whistle. Oh my god! Too sweet.
He hooked the air compressor up to that.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here goes Joel whistling on
An anal toot tweet.
it's an enema attachment.
If this van's a whistling, don't come knocking.
Necro said Prego tester. That was terrible.
I
Holy
better get one of
moly.
those in my grab bag.
Oh wait, I just got a text from
Yeah.
Lynn. I just got a text
bag.
from Lynn. She's like, "Put me down. That's mine."
That's going to be in all the Greeters grab bags from
I
now on.
Sorry, baby. I didn't know you had a Joel replacement that you were keeping in the fridge. But, all right.
Damn, I guess I better remember to wear my pajamas that have pockets on them.
You need the ones with the flap, buddy.
Yeah, we're going to all have onesies and easy access with the butt flap.
You got the buttons and the flap on the back there.
My question is, why is the wife watching this shit?
Dave, did you go yet?
No.
All right. Who else didn't go?
Jim and Dave, I think, are the last two, I believe.
Nah, it's passed it to Dave.
Okay. All right. So it's sell, keep, and 60-1. But the
No,
60
push off a roof.
On fire. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can, if you 60-1 a Galaga, it's a Galaga again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my to get to keep the 16-1 or no, you still get the
No, you gotta get rid of it. You only get to keep one.
Keep one, burn one, sell one.
Yeah.
Or fuck one.
Okay, I'm gonna burn the Astro Blaster because I don't have any attachment to it.
Ethan.
I think I'm gonna keep the Galaga, and because I think I can get a Gyrus cheaper than I can get a Galaga for.
And then he's gonna put a 60-1 in his Galaga.
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep the Galaga and I'll sell the Gyrus.
Wait, you can get a Gyrus cheaper than a Galaga?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Around here you can.
See, now you're just
Wow, that's
mocking
crazy.
me.
Yeah,
Now you're
he's
just-
fucking with you. Yep.
No, I look at Claw right now. I mean, there was some Gyruses for sale in Connecticut and stuff. They were under $1,000.
Multiple.
It would be a gyri.
They were under
Gyri.
they were under $900. I can't. You can't get a Galaga around here for under $900.
Really?
Jesus, really?
Or yeah, really. I mean, I haven't seen one even on Claw like in this area. There's
Holy
not
fuck.
one.
Huh.
Gyruses are easier, I guess, on the West Coast to come across.
I think the last Galaga I bought, I paid $300 for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the first game? Every time you say you have arcade games, the first thing everyone asks me, do you have Galaga?
Galaga.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have Defender?
It's funny, I don't hear that one.
That was
Yeah,
great.
no, it's always Galaga, and they don't know they don't know how to pronounce it or what it's called.
Galaga.
I had that one.
Yeah, they asked for
Galaga,
things like, they asked for like
Galaga.
Galaxia.
Galaxia, yeah.
Galaxia. Galaxia.
Galaxia?
Got
Yeah,
that?
so
I'm
I
like,
would-
no, I didn't have that one.
Never heard of it.
But even though I own the Gyrus, I love it, but I don't have a Galaga, and I think I could get a Gyrus again cheaper than I could ever get a Galaga, at least in this
Wow.
part of the country.
And you would give up your current Galaga or your current Gyrus to have a Galaga in its place.
Well, no,
All right. Well,
Well,
so that's a
maybe
twist.
maybe I would.
If
Maybe
you already have the game, you have to get rid of it. 'Cause that's the way it works. Like we did the same thing with like Q-Berts. So like Joel and I, with and Gak, I think with Q-Berts, like we all had to like decide the Q-Bert that we already own. You don't get a second Q-Bert to sell or keep. It's like you
No,
have to make a decision.
I would get rid of my
Yeah.
Gyrus to get
Yeah.
a Galaga. 'Cause
All right,
I
there
think
you
I can
go.
get
All
a
right.
Gyrus cheaper later.
Damn,
Because
huge. Yeah.
I think so. Even though I like them both, I think it would be easier to obtain a Gyrus at a cheaper price later down the road.
Wow.
Here's what I'm going to do for you, Dave, though. You send me $60. You send me $60. I'm going to mail you a Galaga. And as a bonus, it will have 59 other games. With it. So you send me that $60, PayPal, Venmo, whatever you like, buddy.
He's gonna send you a 16-1 with all the other games disabled.
So Orange Whip is still
Yep.
being part of the show, and he left a message on Slack saying that Galaga is way more money than Gyrus in Canada.
Wow.
So,
Same here.
Yeah, well,
Dave's practically in Canada, so yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
do they have electricity in Canada?
Yeah, just last month. Yeah.
Yeah, they got that.
Obviously.
Well,
and Godfather does hit theaters.
the word Galaga in Canadian is actually
Top
whale's
Gun.
vagina, isn't it?
Top Gun.
In Canadian. Canada? Canadian, whatever.
Canada.
Canada.
Canadian language.
theaters.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Whip, where are you? I need this defense from the other side of the country here. I'm all alone.
So who's next? Who's left? Anybody?
I think Jimbo, but I don't think he's playing. Da-da-da.
Oh,
All right, real quick. Actually, let's see. Yeah, sell Galaga because of the money and everyone, and that would sell right away. Keep Gyrus and 16-1 or burn Astro.
That was
All
quick.
right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you next week.
I have actually a quick Nat question for what's your name again? Steve.
We can't see who you're pointing
me?
at.
yes. You, the one at the bottom.
With the face.
On the Thursday, are you and Keith going to come down here early in the day and help out with the shuttling a little bit?
Yeah, I'm actually picking up Andrew and Gak.
Cool.
And maybe Leo. It depends.
Because I'm going to have my work.
I think I'm picking.
We'll go grab round 1 and then go back and get Leo and have round 2 and 3 before going over to.
Yeah,
Jeffrey's.
probably something like that.
Nice.
So we'll probably.
The day off.
When do the breweries open?
Round
Yeah.
2's on me then. Nice.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm taking the day off before to get set up as much as I can, but being able to stay here and make sure everything else is done will help. If you guys can help shuttle people in a little bit.
So yeah, should we just pick up Andrew and Gak and then go to a brewery or something and
Yeah.
and then
What
go
time
pick up
you-
Leo in an
what time
hour?
do you land, Andrew?
10:30.
9:30.
10:30, and
Oh,
then
10:30.
Yeah.
and then Gleeks, or I'm sorry, Leo is like 12:30.
12:30, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
good
we
luck
got-
finding a brewery that's open at
We
10
certainly have,
on Wednesday.
You know, if there's one that opens at 11, I guess we'll have time to go to one brewery.
Yeah.
A bar's got to be. I mean, it's got to be March Madness, so a bar's got to be open, right? They'll be having the
there
game.
has to
Yeah.
be.
You guys could have some beers in the airport.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
you guys to
that's true.
Applebee's.
You guys have Applebee's in Northern
And if I can possibly squeeze it in, I want to try to do a drinking game pairing at each of your guys' houses that I want to video.
Ooh.
And Mock, I already have one in mind. It's going to be one of your belching beavers or a belching beaver.
Yeah.
And what was the game? The Wonder Boy, the
Naughty Boy.
you mean
Naughty Boy. There we go. Belching
not
beaver and Naughty Boy.
It's no, Naughty Boy is a regular arcade game.
Okay.
It's what is it?
Either way, you
I know what you're talking
know
about.
where
though.
I'm getting.
Yeah, I do.
That one's
Okay.
gonna have like adult warnings at the beginning of the video.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, you gotta like censor that shit.
Those pixelated dinglings.
Yes, there you go.
Is it called Lover Boy? Is it Lover Boy?
Lover Boy. Yeah,
Lover
there we
Boy.
go.
Yeah.
So I just double
Your
checked.
beaver
Actually.
and or,
Oh yeah.
wait.
DJ Flash just said Lover Boy. That's right.
Yeah. So I just actually I'm at 9:55.
Okay.
So 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So we certainly have time to go somewhere for an hour-ish before Leo arrives.
Just bring some good stuff to the airport, Mark.
That
Okay.
too? Yeah.
Corner and get fucked up.
Really? Yeah. I mean, they probably have like pubs in the airport too, even, right?
Yeah, except for they're on the secured side at that airport.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So I couldn't go meet you in there.
Okay.
The parking lot.
Tailgate.
Tailgating at the parking lot of an
I'll
airport.
do a little bit of research between now and then and see what's not too far from the airport. You know.
I know. Let's see if they're only going to be gone an hour because it's long to get in and out of the airport.
Local.
San Diego.
On one of the Thursday night flight nights where then I got too much to drink and bailed on you guys. The Pizza Port guy was there, and I think Pizza Port he said was like a 20 or 30 minute, maybe 20-minute drive from the airport, 20-ish minutes. I don't know. I'd have to look. But anyways, I'll try to, maybe we can narrow it down to 2 or 3 places and try to hit up 1 or 2 of them at least.
Can we all just look at Jimbo's lower third for a second?
Oh my god.
What is it?
Orange.
Oh, nice.
See, Brad's still here. Brad's here.
Great picture.
That's perfect.
That is why he took so long to get on the air.
That's awesome. I love
it. That's nicely done.
You have to use that every show now, Jim, regardless.
Yes.
So Jim was gone cutting his head out.
Jim just got it voted in as the official stand-in when Orange was
that will never work because I can never join on time.
Yeah, but you're the guy with the most knobs and dials.
Don't I know it?
Zing.
Hey, what time did DJ Flask fly in? What time are you flying in, DJ?
Yeah,
good point. Yeah, I think he gets in around then too.
5:30 a.m. Pick me up.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think
it's
late. Griffin, didn't you say he gets in around 10 a.m. ish or something like that?
Probably
right there in the middle.
It's just some dude flying halfway across the planet. I have no idea.
You mentioned it last week. 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m. All right.
Yep.
So if he doesn't, if we can't get him in on that first maybe quick trip, definitely the after we get. But we should. Andrew, you say you arrive at 10, right?
No,
10.
Wait. Here's the thing. Like, look, this guy is Australian. Okay. So you can't just go dropping him straight into the Dulux fucking craft beer scene that we were. You can't do that. You need to start this motherfucker off with Miller Lite.
Bring in the logic probe.
All right, so Gleeks chime in and say number 1 Modern Times, number 2 AleSmith, and then number 2 AleSmith again. So I guess we got to go there twice.
I've heard AleSmith is good. I've had them before.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah,
two solid choices.
Oh no, he was just correcting his spelling on that.
And
of
course, Ballast Point as well.
Yeah. Although that is kind of a macro brewery though, right? So it might be pretty busy.
Ballast
They'll
Point?
all be busy. No? Okay.
Well, you have to go there just for the Red Velvet on Nitro. I mean, shit.
There you go. I would like to hit up a Pizza Port at some point, if possible, sometime down there. Whether it's first day, second day, last day, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a Pizza Port in San Diego? I know there's one near us.
What's Oceanside? That's where?
Okay, yeah, that's near us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's
Friday
isn't
night.
Oceanside where Modern Times is also? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, there's a Modern Times actually not far from the airport downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could totally do that. But
Pizza Port and Belching Beaver are close to us.
Okay. All right.
There's so many breweries out here.
Yes,
if you go on Yelp and you put in like breweries, God.
Yeah, I did look a little bit. Yeah.
It's a shit ton in San Diego. So
yeah.
But
and I'm refraining from drinking a few of my cans here, just so I can get DJ Flask to experience them.
Yeah, not all the breweries have food either. Too, a lot of them are just beer.
Also, make sure you save a little room for the.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna throw that up real quick.
I can't wait to throw that up.
Yeah.
Joel, show them your big jar of weed.
You know, Andrew,
I'm not flying out with weed.
So Andrew, in Denver, Nat, I'm trying to think. So Thursday night we were at your place. Everybody had a good time, drinking a lot. And then Friday when we went to the One Up, Lodo.
Yep.
No, the other one.
The other one, yeah. Colfax.
Colfax. We kind of like kicked it off with a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I love that. Like the second day, that's like the perfect thing to bring you off a hangover.
It is, even with a little bit of a never too hung, and then it's like, yeah, that with a Bloody Mary the next day, that's just fucking rounded. Just took the edge completely off.
Yeah. All right, so we might have to pick up some Bloody Mary stuff for over at Keith's for Friday.
I wish. I'm
not eating Vegemite. I'm sorry.
I'm out.
Ooh, I will.
Disgusting.
I have to.
I've had it before.
I will.
Yeah, that
will
is
try
nasty.
I've never had it.
I don't care how thinly you spread that shit.
Oh, dude. Come on now.
What's actually in it?
It'll put hairs on your head.
Rotten vegetables. And
It's
salt.
yeah, it's just yeast.
Well,
It's like
salt.
It's like
I like salt.
yeast, it's a yeast spread. It's like yeast and butter.
I just need more yeast in my diet.
As far as I'm
like-
concerned, it's a toss-up, which is worse, Vegemite or a Bloody Mary.
So it's like eating out a $2 horror. Is that what you're saying?
They're both foul.
You can power through a Bloody Mary. I mean, I'm not either, but
No,
Vegemite's-
but
oh.
it takes a lot longer. I guess it depends on how much Vegemite you're eating, but it's like a Bloody Mary. Usually, you have like a pint glass worth, and
Yeah.
that's
But, you know,
Vegemite. Couple bites, you're done.
You wussies. Actually, while we're on the food subject, very quick informal survey here. Would you guys be more partial to Mexican or barbecue?
Mexican.
Well,
Barbecue.
he's doing barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Mexican.
We'll do Mexican then on Thursday. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Nice.
Even
Thank
though
you.
even though Southern California Mexican food is not, it's not as good as Northern California.
Oh, don't even go there, girl.
Oh, we home of the
nowhere
mission stuff.
near.
Yeah, I
You are
am coming.
nowhere near our Southern brothers and sisters.
Did everyone buy tickets
You're
for the
closer
event
to
on
Canadian.
Saturday?
Oh, I still have to do that.
Yeah, good question. So I don't.
But-
Your whale blubber tacos. And
Yeah.
what you eat up there.
Is it cheaper to buy tickets ahead of time or not?
Our burritos are like 3 times as big as yours. Just saying.
$50 now and $150 at the door.
Quality, honey, not quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
is
saw
there a
someone
benefit
asking on the thread if there was any promo codes.
Yeah, is there a benefit to buying tickets?
Increase my
early?
fee. Use that code.
Yeah.
No, not really yet.
Keith said he's just going to buy his at the door.
I heard our code is we're with Kalen, and we. I'm pretty sure that's the
Kalen
code.
said it was
We're with
free.
Kalen.
Just give them a never too hungover code. See if it works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Actually,
Cheers,
if you
18.
If you
Kalen
put up at
said
the
I was
door
on the
with
list.
a photo of you standing next to Billy Mitchell, you get a 50% discount.
I have one of those.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Hey, speaking of Kalen, did anyone was anyone surprised at the Quantum sale price on eBay that he had?
Oh, I didn't.
I
No,
didn't
what
see
was
that. They'll do
What was
something.
it?
Say that either, yeah.
Well, did you see what he was selling for originally on cloth? Did anyone see that?
No,
No,
No.
I didn't know he had one for sale.
no.
Yeah, I think he
What,
had,
like 15?
I want to say, I'm trying to think what, I thought it was 3,000 or something on cloth, the PCB.
That's surprising. Yeah.
Oh, PCB
It-
only?
PCB
or
only?
complete
PCB only. Well, hold on, I
Jesus.
could tell you what he was originally before I tell you what it went for.
Jesus
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Actual retail price.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Christ. $750 for a PC. No.
$3,000.
Wait, I'll tell you what he was
buy a
asking.
Wacko for
Oh,
that.
nice
It might have
Inside joke.
Oh boy.
It might have been.
Could you buy a Wacko for
Broad
$3
shot.
grand, 34K?
I hear that's what they're going for, these parts.
Yeah. If you got $3,000, come talk to me about Wacko.
I could be wrong. It might have been 2.
Like I said, we all have a price. right?
Yeah, that's it. Crotch shot.
Yeah, just to be clear, Andrew, you're talking about the arcade machine?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Maybe.
You can use that. You can use that anywhere. It's fantastic. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I was way off. I'm sorry.
I
Sam
love
said-
it.
Oh
Dave,
shit.
you
You
have
sold
the
it for
best
$50.
No. He was.
Look at that crop.
I don't know what I was thinking. He was asking for 1,500. He got six.
Yeah,
that's
way off.
15,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he got 1660 or something.
Oh,
So he got
yeah.
over what he was asking.
That's
So
still
You got more than a Major Havoc board that's been sitting around.
I don't know where 3,000. I think that was a dream.
Zing!
Mind you, after he's paid those eBay fees, he's back down to 15 anyway.
Yeah,
You
right.
could almost buy half of Forgotten World's PCB for that.
Yeah,
Right.
but nobody responded to the Claw thread. That was the whole problem. He didn't
Well,
get
it's
a
'cause
Claw.
it's fucking Clav. Everything's
Yeah.
$50 on Clav.
No, I'm trying to sell my Steam. I
What are
got
you trying to sell?
excited.
To the base.
I bought a Nintendo Black Versus gun. And I got caught up in the auction. I don't even own a Versus cabinet, and I paid $200.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you drunk or what?
I'll take
I
it
was
for my red tent.
I just
Finally play
wanted,
Hogan's Alley.
I just wanted the black one because I wanted to duck on someday, and I'm like, oh, I'll get the black one. So now I finally.
Dude, I would have sold you a control panel with the black gun and right here a Versus Duck Hunt kit for that. No problem.
Yeah, I paid $80 for the Versus Duck Hunt kit, but that's beside the point. But now
Hey, you
I'm
get a
just
CPU with it.
no. I just some guy said I'll give you. I said 100 shipped, and then somebody said okay, I'll take a loss on it. I got a little caught up in the auction. It was
It
Wait,
happens.
100
I just
shipped or 200
Appreciate the
shipped?
honesty.
no.
Yeah, exactly, right.
100 shipped.
Oh, I thought you
You know,
said 200. I
No,
was like-
100. So I'll take it. And I just sold my Paperboy PCB that wasn't working that I bought off of Todd Tucky for. I paid $165
Oof.
shipped. And I sold to a buddy of mine, but he's got a Paperboy almost there for sold to $175 because he's got. I go look. I don't know why I even have this. I don't even have the cabinet. He's the one who bought the handlebars. If you saw that thread.
Yeah, without the handlebars, it's pointless.
No, he just bought the handlebars. And then he's like, she was texting me, should I buy it? I go, I don't know. I go, where are you going to get another one? I mean, he's not into the game for a lot, for the game itself. So I'm like, you need the handlebars. They're there. And that's why I said before I listed it, because it was like that day that I was like, I'm going to sell this broken PCB for a game that I don't even own. Because why am I even holding on to it? And then I go, if you don't want it, I'll put it on a Claw. But I think it would have gone for more. I was going to just make me an offer just because guys are getting boners over Paperboys, which I get a boner over too. I like it, but I don't have the game. So
Have you noticed as well, we're moving into a place where control panels and PCBs are just going through the roof. It's just like
It's insane.
the cab itself doesn't matter anymore. It's the control panel, especially if it's a unique control. Mad Planets, for example, I've had a lot of exposure to that in the last few weeks.
Well,
And then, of course, the PCB as well. But everything else is just like can be repro'd, CNC'd,
Yeah.
so on and so on.
People,
But
all the
those
artwork
two
and all the
things-
cabinets are easily replaceable. So
Yeah,
it's all about the electronics.
and the controls as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean by the electronics as well. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like the controls and the PCB. You're right. That's where all the money is.
But I mean, we had this conversation, I think, on a show about 6 months ago when we were saying that, any game that has a unique control mechanism is going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
Any game with a regular 8-way or a 4-way joystick and a couple of buttons, fine, no big deal. But anything that has a unique control on it, that you're going to watch it skyrocket. So. That's, I mean, Paperboy, a great example. I mean, people are paying $1,000 for broken handlebars now.
Right.
What's a bunga bunga go for?
Too much.
A hand job and a cup of coffee.
It's pretty crazy though. Seeing, I mean, it's getting to the point where you have to. I mean, I've always taken the approach of if I'm going to build a game, I really do sit down and kind of do the math. And if I can't build a game for less than it would sell for a complete and good condition, I don't do it. because you get to that point these days where you're risking just losing your ass on a game trying to pick up the pieces for it,
Well, that's why the guy that with the handlebars, everyone's like chiming in, oh my God, that's what they go for. But my friend's not into the game for that much, so he doesn't have the handlebars. So I'm like, you might as well, and otherwise you're going to be waiting forever. You're not into the game a lot. You're still way ahead, because
you can offload a Paperboy for 2,000 pretty much every day.
What if it was serial number 1?
Is that what you're sitting on right there, buddy?
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting on.
Gak, you don't have a duck hunt, do you? Do you have a versus cab with a gun?
He's got a red tent right behind him.
Well, no, I want the.
I have the control panel with the gun and tons of. Well, I had a couple of visitors last weekend, by the way.
Yes.
Jerry and Jimbo, and I was like messing with that. That's exactly how I left it Saturday night when we went out to dinner.
And you caught up. That's right. And your clock's 2 minutes slow, just like I said.
Yeah.
So I have it's stupid. Hoarder level, whatever. I probably have 8 or 10 motherboards and 8 or 10 daughter cards and 12 or 15 chipsets for different games for the Versus system.
I need PPUs. Any PPUs?
Yep.
This is just a teaser. Hold on a second.
Wait, let me
I'm
get a
pretty
hand.
sure these are PPUs. Wait. Are the PPUs the ones with the
heatsink?
Aluminum?
Yeah.
Heatsink on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if that's what these are. These probably aren't. These are probably the.
Those are CPUs. Yeah, but those are almost becoming a commodity too, because you need one for every game.
There's 9 of those
there's
right
not
now.
a reliable repro out there. The Chinese ones don't work worth shit.
I have a complete Mock Rider. I have a complete Versus Duck
Chinese
Hunt.
ones, Jim?
I have a complete Hogan's Alley. I have a complete
Chinese ones.
Nice.
I have a complete Mighty Bombcat.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers, complete, and then I have what's on the board sets. Another, I don't know, 6 or 8 or so.
By the way, Gag, it was nice to bombard your house to get my granny.
Yeah.
Did you guys figure that shit
fly
out?
out here to get your?
Yeah, we did.
What was that all about?
But
anyway?
Jimbo finally got it. Woo!
So,
I did
Carrie,
back
go
it.
ahead and kind of tell the backstory of how you wound up at my house with Jim last weekend.
And someone
We pounded on the door. I want my granny.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Jim was
I had
on
to
a fucking
fly out here to get my damn.
Right,
I
exactly.
crawled in through his
He
bedroom
wouldn't-
window.
he wouldn't stop. Granny. So finally I was like, okay.
And Carrie's like, it's Gradius. No.
Yeah, exactly. And Taito.
It's Taito.
Yeah. So no, it's Stealthy on Clav posted in the NorCal thread that he was giving away some coin doors, and there was one that looked to
While
be.
you're talking, I'm going to show separate daughter cards. By the way, just
All right.
just keep going
sorry.
here.
Okay. Although if I talk, then they're not going to get to see it because
That's
then.
fine. They'll have to look, squint their eyes.
Oh, there we go. Good job. Jimbo's presenting you. They're going to have to look with their eyes. Is that what you said? That's nice. You can tell that you're married to a school
Squint
teacher.
their eyes.
I don't look with my eyes anymore.
Yeah. Look exactly with your eyes. So
Look at
Stealthy
my
and
feet.
Club posted about some free coin doors, and which is this really super awesome thing for somebody to have done. He picked him up like 10 years ago. Apparently, ended up not doing 10 years ago, and didn't end up doing anything with them, and said, "Hey, time to give them away." So yeah, so Jim and I came to Sacramento to pick those up, and he was like 10 minutes away from Gak's house. So we ended up having a lovely meal with you and the missus. and Jim got to see your arcade and all of the hoarding, and actually looking at like all the little
She even calls it hoarding. See,
Yeah.
confirmation of why I have to reduce some of this.
Yeah.
It was really funny because Gak's wife opens the door, answers the door when we're there, and
Who are you?
Go in. No, we had all hung out. She knew who we were.
Chris.
We all hung out a few times.
Yeah.
But we go
Chris,
in
we
there,
got Mormons again.
and we're like, "Where's Gak?" And she opens up. Chris is in his little office area, and she's like, "Chris, people are here. Come on out." And he's like, "All right, hang on a second." And all of a sudden, I'm like, sounds familiar. All of a sudden, I realized that it's Goonies. It's Sidney Lauper, the Goonies versus game. And I'm like, oh, he's testing the boards. It was like a rat. It was like a mouse to cheese. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, you were gone. You were
because
out.
I don't have an actual Gradius chipset, but I have the daughter card, which is Goonies
Compatible
that can
Goonies,
be converted to Gradius. I have like 4 or 5 of them. He said apparently.
Yeah, you should have with like 4 of them.
I don't understand how that works. So wait, you have a Goonies and you can convert it to a Gradius?
So Konami has the same. It's the same daughter card.
Yeah.
So it's just a ROM swap basically.
ROM and a PPU, and you're good.
And where do you get those ROMs? You just
Sounds like the way you'd start a morning. Yeah, I had a ramen and PPU, and I feel a lot better.
Yeah. And I'm never too hungover.
Morning, then I'm good.
The best days.
Take it in the PM so you can have a good BM in the AM.
I often go to AM BM before I go to work.
Yeah.
You probably can't see this because I can't get it to reach high enough, but I'm working on swapping out the buttons on this versus Red Tent to the repro set.
Buttons, who's got the buttons?
Yeah. So who was it? Mike's Arcade, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew, I was telling Gak he got a Red Tent at the exact right time because I spent so much money on original buttons.
Yeah. So these buttons
you and me both,
with that perfect cone shape that matches the original and all the colors for the Red Tent.
Yeah, he was about a year late on that for me.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Fuck you! Yeah.
Fuck you!
After we hand polished so many goddamn fucking buttons.
Oh, I just came across pictures of when I was done with them. But I will say this: I sold most of my extra ones, and I got a pretty good price.
There's one circuit board.
It was a lot of labor.
Oh my god! So, Carrie, you're gonna master Gradius and beat it?
Without
another circuit board.
You know, I hate to say it, but it might. So far, I'm not impressed with the games on the Red Tent, so I'm excited for this one because I like shooting shit.
Well, you were Gradius over at my place.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was fun. That was the first game I played on the Red Tent where I'm like,
I got to the end and I couldn't beat it.
Another one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Mario Brothers stuff. Oh,
no.
The platformers.
It's hard to pull that shit out during a party, though.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
So you guys made it home safe at least Saturday night because
it was late.
Jim's drink was pretty impressive.
Right, but I was driving. Mine was pretty light. That was delicious. That we ate at Lucille's Barbecue, which is a chain, but there's not I don't think there's a lot of restaurants in Lucille's chain.
So and by the way, that night, so I had 2 beers where we were at. Came home. I had another beer while I was working on buttons. My son got home from work, and it was the local neighborhood bottle shop, whatever, tap room. They had a special thing going on this last weekend where it was flight night, where they had 16 different triple IPAs on tap. You could get 4 different flights. Each flight was 4 5-ounce glasses, so that's 20 ounces. I had 3 of those flights that night.
Jesus!
Oh my god!
My son drove me. I knew this ahead of time, but man, I was telling some crazy stories by the other night on the sand.
Oh my god!
My son was laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I was hurting Sunday though, man. So I had 2 beers with you guys, another one here, and then the equivalent of 5 AAA IPAs, which are like 10 or 11%.
Yeah, they get some kick to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes my head hurt listening to it.
What's that?
That makes my head hurt just listening to you say that.
Yeah.
I can't handle the heavy IPAs these days. They just beat the shit out of me.
I can mostly handle singles and doubles, but triples,
Yeah,
man,
you can't
really.
drink a lot of them.
Yeah.
So what are you guys bringing down to Nat?
Never too hungover.
Yeah.
Actually, we
I have
should order
that.
some of that. Yeah.
I'll send that. I'll send that. But I got all from Treehouse. I got Green, Julius, Old Man, Alter Ego, Present Moment, Hurricane, and I think there's another one in there too.
Might be your neighbor.
There's a Bright. Yeah, a Bright or Eureka. A Bright and Eureka. So I think that's what I'm bringing.
And my local favorite place is Moonraker, so I'm bringing. I got a few cans of Yojo.
Yep.
And Sling Jaws with the Jaws dude on it.
Oh yeah, that's a cool cover.
And there's more in here, but they're
they're all IPAs.
Yeah. Actually, go ahead.
Yeah. So the one of them, two of them are pale ales, but mostly IPA. And the Old Man's like a English special bitter or something like that.
Taste
That's
it.
what I'm drinking right now. Actually, that's what I'm drinking right now. So.
Oh, nice. And this special occasion, Leo, I think I'm gonna bring one of these cans down to you.
Oh, yes, we got to try that.
The $60 can of stout that you gave me.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous.
So I'm bringing mostly stouts.
This is a coffee milk stout. This one.
Nice.
Yeah, they brewed that once. Yeah, that looks good too. Looking forward to trying that.
Very tasty and delicious.
I also have about 6 or 8 bottles of Woot Stout from 2014.
Wow.
Nice. To perfection.
I'm bringing Coors.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Dave,
for
where are
Dave.
you bringing?
You're picking us up. You're picking us up.
We do need to hydrate a little bit. So
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, get rid of my
Bud Light. Coors is better than Bud Light. So
There you go. Drink this and sober up.
Coors is not better than Bud Light. It's the same
I agree with that.
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
like Coors at all. I'm not a Coors person.
He's just saying that because he's east of the Rockies or east of the Mississippi, right? Isn't that?
No, I was just shitting on Dave. So that's
No.
Yeah.
Dave doesn't drink Coors. He drinks
No.
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
I like Bud
Yeah.
Light.
Coors
He
is
drinks
better
a
than Bud
good
Light.
one.
Yeah.
Coors Light is second. Miller Light would be Coors Light, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would rather drink Bud Light way over Coors.
See, and I'm the opposite of that. I would go Coors, then Miller, then Bud.
My father-in-law offered him Bud Light. I might as well spit in his face.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a real friendly gentleman.
Not
And
check
you know,
guy,
if
right?
you want to go super cheap, what is it? It's like Lighthouse or something like that.
Paps.
Paps.
Or-
Natty Ice. Natty
No,
Ice.
no, Keystone.
Lucky Lager.
Keystone,
Keystone
like
Light. Yeah.
the even
Oh.
cheaper version of Coors.
No, Keystone.
What's your problem?
Did they
Jesus.
ever sell Red Dog out by you guys? Red Dog beer?
Oh,
Okay,
God, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, that was some of the fucking
Red Dog.
nastiest.
I hate that name. You hear? Nobody calls me Red Dog.
So here you go. I just pull one of these out of the cellar here, all freshly covered in dust.
Poop.
Nice 4 years of dust there.
So yeah, 2014. If you can
That means
see
it's warm, right?
Yep.
Vintage.
that.
means
So
it's warm.
that's been sitting in the dark since 2014. I have 8 bottles of this.
Oh my gosh.
13.5%.
It's probably
you
like
don't remember the
16%
packaging.
now.
It's
Yikes.
brewed with cocoa, pecans,
And penis.
rye, and 1 quarter aged in bourbon
Ass.
Oh,
as
interesting.
well. Yeah,
That's
I'll pull all of that out for
that's like the 2013 Dogfish Head 120 I pulled out for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you
may
whipped
as
it
well
out
drink
already.
it because I'm not drinking it. I can't drink one of those on my own. I won't be able to go.
I
to
got
work.
you. Got to share it. Yeah, everything I'm bringing is like not session beer. It's like stuff you got to share.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what's the best though? You don't have to like keep drinking water like in Denver. Remember, it's like I couldn't get drunk.
Oh, God,
I had to keep
yeah.
drinking water every second.
Hey, those water
Here
bottles
you can
are
just
nice,
drink.
I was trying to keep you guys from like really hurting because if you didn't,
Yeah, I had a coworker that was in Denver just a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
He went snowboarding and stuff, and I don't think he drank that much, but man, he was just a mess when he got back because
It
he
destroys you.
dehydrated. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit! Was that Bob?
He's the one that got the balloon prank.
Yeah, that's right. he only comes on the show for that.
Bobcat free zone. Something that's one of the few things that we can cling to say that we were better than the other guys. Bobcat free.
I just watched Police Academy 3 the other day.
Oh, it's so good.
I know that. Why did you watch it?
Where do you put the batteries? We wakes him up in the middle of the night. It's like, "Oh, you're awake. What kind of music you like? You like salsa? You like the hard stuff? Here's a little song I wrote. It's on my first album. It goes something like this." Well, he's like, it scares him. It's so damn funny. They're on those like old school jet skis, and he just screams at the guy, and the guy
just screams. Yeah. The whole end of that movie is just jet skis.
Oh, it totally is. Yeah, it's like, hey, check this out. Because let's put on some wetsuits.
They were so awesome and cool at the time, but like, yeah, it's like jet skis were awesome. It's like, yeah.
There's so many like stupid but funny. Like during that scene when the one lady's like, "Wouldn't your mother be so disappointed in you?" You know, and then he's like, "I don't know. Ask her yourself. She's got the mask on."
You know what's funny? I went and saw Bobcat like back in the '90s in a concert. You know, it was a real small venue. You know, it was like a stand-up thing. And then one part of his routine, he's going, "Yeah, my kids are giving me a bunch of shit about like Police Academy," and they're like, "Dad, that movie fucking sucks." He goes, "Yeah, but it paid for that pool you're swimming in."
Oh, yeah. That's so hilarious. You say that. Like, I remember seeing that stand-up. Actually, I mean, he was saying something. That horse movie was it paid for the pool you're in?
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Same idea.
Awesome. Yeah. From Pepperidge Farms. I love Bobcat. Bobcat's stand-up actually is pretty fucking hilarious.
It was surprisingly really funny. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I laughed the whole time. Yeah.
Was that the one where he did the cover of U2?
Oh, I might have. I don't remember.
He sang like at the end of it or something like that.
No.
Was he good? Was he good singing?
He actually was pretty good. Yeah.
No, I remember seeing something like whoa.
He actually has a pretty good voice. Yeah.
No, but when you saw him in Blow, come on, you never even saw him out of character, right? You're like,
yeah.
Where did you get this? Columbia. That's the fucking best movie. I love Blow. I love that movie.
I like his little bit in Scrooge too, when he's nuts with the shotgun and he's all drunk.
Elliot.
Yes.
Elliot Lattermorth or Lavermorth.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Code Red.
Yeah.
That's a new record.
Hi, honey. We have to move into a studio apartment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Can you give me a head start? Sure. 1001, 1002, 1003. Bam! Oh, you better watch out. He turns that his character on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he's kind of he's a director for a while.
Yeah.
No.
And he was married to a really hot girl too for a while. He was.
It's for a while.
It's part of his resume.
Yeah, it's part of his resume. She was that redheaded girl from that Vegas show. Do you remember?
I'd fuck him.
Something Cox. Her name was
Courtney Cox.
No, not Courtney Cox. I can't remember her name right now. She was. Remember that sitcom Unhappily Ever After?
Yeah, the daughter, right?
That hot redheaded girl in that show. That was the girl he was married to for like I don't know 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah,
she was pretty fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big giant fake knockers.
I don't remember. Probably.
Come on, you're the one who posts all the.
Right. I'm keeping that thread alive.
Mark's Guide to Fake Breasts.
Butt impulse.
Yeah.
It's like Exidy's price guide, except it's just a list, just a book of names.
He was worried some of us weren't looking at it. Oh, we're all looking at it.
Well, if you're not, then I'm not going to post them anymore.
Yeah. If there was a view count, it would like be more than any of the rest of our.
You guys check it at least once a day. Go, oh, what did Mock post today?
Yeah, I'm always checking on my shoulder.
That's how we get subscribers and viewers. Just fake ads, like receiving ads. Mock will just post pictures like that and be like, "Click here to subscribe." And
I see it pop up on my
Our
phone.
subscribers fluctuate between like about 2 million to 10.
Mock, when it pops up on my phone, I'm always like at work. I'm like checking over my shoulder.
Yeah,
he's walking behind you when I'm
sweating. It's got little beads coming down. Yeah,
I cannot open that channel on my at work computer because it's
no. Yeah.
I see it like it's got fresh posts. I'm like, I'll look at that later. Although I think we all have a pretty good idea of what your taste is.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely like a general basic theme that runs.
I will say that, so like it'll be a consistency for a long time, and I'll be okay. Let's see what Mock posted because I'll be at work, no problem, whatever. And then all of a sudden there'll be like someone will post one in there that's like full on nude. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
Well, I think it's sexier when they're wearing a little something if they're just totally naked, right? I mean,
we know what you like. We all know what you like.
It's like watching Jaws.
It's pretty much Anglo or Hispanic. Maybe a little Asian in here, a little here and there. I don't know. Mostly Hispanic and Asian.
It's like Jaws. You want to leave a little something up to them.
Actually, I don't look at it that way. I just like a brunette as well.
Okay,
dark hair.
So Gleek says Mock's interests: fake video games and fake titties.
And plenty of knobs to twist and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know where to put your hands.
That's fun.
Also, to following Gak. I like to pair things. So with the beer, I have these delicious key lime slime.
Oh God, those are so old.
That's terrible.
Lord, Ghostbusters edition.
That came out like when the movie came out.
Make a noise like this.
The first
we can,
Ghostbusters.
We can pair these. Yeah. Be nice.
If you mail me one, I'll eat it.
You just have to keep pulling it up till your arms are tired.
Yeah.
I want to do something with your like your bomb jack or the city connection or something like your really oddball games you'll never see anywhere else. So I got to figure something out there. I'll get some.
Yeah, actually, this City Connection artwork, we were talking about it before we came online, is actually being printed today. So
sweet.
Hey.
Talk about
so you were like
minute.
right in line, right behind me. The Cloak and Dagger stuff was literally finished. I think he printed it yesterday and finished cutting it today.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so it's last minute, but hopefully it'll be ready in time.
I'm sure all of you guys got your orders in before I placed my order for Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters back in August.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that nobody cut in line in front of me.
Oh.
Right.
Where's Toki? God damn it!
Toki will be next on this. The way that
I haven't got a response.
I can't wait till Toki restoration's ready in 2020.
I keep getting PMs from ZF Camaro and Clav asking about it.
I'll get my robot monsters in, I think, 2022.
22, yeah, something like that.
That means I'll get Toki in 2023.
I don't want to get too deep in this, but it's just got to be super freaking hard. So many people wanting stuff. And where do you prioritize? Who's got more money, or who's going to bitch the most, or that kind of thing.
That's true. Yeah,
you're not a very.
I think you should do the ones where people talk about you on a podcast.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Right? We can talk shit too.
Hey, I don't mind my shit taking a long time. I totally understand, just so long as it's actually going in some sort of like sequential order of where things are. So it's not like the person who's like, "Oh, hey, I really, really need this now," jumps in front of somebody who's been waiting since fucking August.
You get a number of how much they like you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
you're
sure
about a 27.
Yeah. So all that stuff was in
like
July.
86.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry up! I need to sell this soon for massive profit.
Yeah.
So Jim, you should have said Toki was for Nat. Hurry up.
Yeah, right. I've got this event. It's the Toki off.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, and it could be the Tokyo.
no, I did, but I have gotten a bunch of PMs on Club asking about it.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I did
nice.
message them asking about a
Cheyenne
price
was
and
for sale.
stuff.
Yeah.
I heard your Cheyenne was for sale.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah,
you
cool.
can, but I only accept offers through YouTube comments.
Oh, okay.
You should just post it on Clav and say, "Make me an offer, fucker."
Yeah.
If I don't respond,
offer.
it means I'm not interested.
Yeah, yeah. MMASO, right? Make me a
And if I
stupid
do
offer.
feel like responding, I'm just going to put no. No
Yeah,
thanks.
exactly. Yeah,
You should have seen my inbox when I posted posted all the photos of our haul, and I specifically said at the beginning of the thread, please do not message me asking if any of the stuff is for sale.
Yeah, but you have to know that that's just like you're just setting it up for that shit, though. I mean,
But,
that's like, look at this jar of cookies, Timmy. But
I know
you can't have any.
Whatever you do not press that red button. Right? It's right there with that. But I mean, in the spirit of the community, you want to share your haul.
Right.
You want to say, "Hey guys, look, there's
Look
a
at
haul.
me."
We're doing a
Yeah.
haul. Here we are. Everybody
not
dreams of
failing.
doing a haul.
Yeah.
Here's a haul, and you post a
Quarter?
photo. It was like, "Oh my god, I want to buy that thing."
Yeah. Right. It's so funny.
Okay. Oh. I'll be selling this on eBay for massive profit later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why are you trying to cut in line?
People are such assholes. Speaking of which,
Is Gino in the room?
Gino's in the room.
What's Gino go under? What name?
He's Mule.
Oh, he's Mule. Hi, Gino.
Yeah, he just said that the show title should be Mock's Guide to Fake Breasts.
Yeah.
They're not all fake in there. Plus, it's real on the outside.
don't be dissing fake. Don't be dissing fake boobs.
Yeah.
Don't be hating on. Don't be hating on gravity-defying objects. So I have a random question, which I know isn't typically in the format of the show, but who has the story of the most high-maintenance buyer? Do you guys have most high-maintenance buyer stories?
No.
I have
where this is going.
Yeah, but yeah, Mike Mann. God, that guy was just
guys,
fucking picky.
Did you
Have a
take
guy in that
a
hairy
close-up photograph of the screws?
Yeah.
I want to make sure there's no corrosion inside the screw head.
Well, I gotta say, I've seen a couple of your posts, and even I can't remember who commented. It might have been Mike, man. It was like, dude, you're brutal.
Right.
No, but I get it. I totally see where you're coming from. And if you're not urgent to sell, and if it's not talking about a bunch of money, come on, people are being a little ridiculous with their requests. You can pass on stuff, you know. It's
think
your choice. You're the owner. You're the current owner of the machine. So
I think if you've ever sold a pinball machine, which of course have exponentially larger transactions, right? So if you've ever sold a pinball machine, then you get sort of conditioned to a point where you're like, yes, this is a very large amount of money. And so it's kind of understandable that the buyer wants to know that they're not going to find some kind of huge red flag after spending 6, 7, 8, or whatever the fuck they're spending. Big money. And then once you've been down that road, to get an arcade game buyer come to you and they're spending like $1,000 and they start asking you for the equivalent of 40 photographs, a walkthrough video, and so on and so on, you just can't help but roll your eyes. You're just like, dude, fuck off. I'm done. No, I'm out.
I can't live up to your standards.
No, I'm just not the girl for you. You know.
Yeah.
I literally said to, and obviously I'm bitching about my own experience here. I literally said to the buyer, I've answered less questions in online dating than I have about this purchase.
I'm gonna swipe right for you. All right.
Really? I mean, you don't get people asking for 1,000 pictures of your body.
No.
Can you take a picture of a little bit under your armpit to the left, a little more, a little closer, more lighting, macro lens.
Yeah, don't be taking a picture of your stomach so it looks like you have a six pack.
A little lower, a little lower. Oh, right, just right.
And that is the thing, you know, like it's such a hard situation, you know, like you want to almost show as much negative as possible so that they don't have the wrong impression. Right. But then at the same time, if you're trying to get, let's say, top dollar, it's such a hard situation. It's so much better when the person shows up at your place, they have cash in hand, right, and then they can decide and you can react. But once it's like out of your possession and in their possession, then they can, you know, start nitpicking if you didn't show enough detail. It's super hard to deal with that, you know.
That's why it's good to just take a lot of pictures from the get-go, and then that way there's no surprises. Like when I sold the Whitewater, I took pictures, close-ups of where I know there's like a nick or a ding or whatever, just so I don't have to hear it later, you know?
You're talking about like a $5,000 pinball machine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely. I'm talking about a $900 game that someone wants 40 pictures of and a working video.
Yeah. That's just like
there's a lot of allowance to save up.
You know, I guess the you weren't like too terribly. Your response, Griffin, wasn't. It was abrasive, but not too crazy. You didn't tell the guy to fuck off, but you basically told him to fuck off.
Yeah.
But the opposite end of that you could have done, Griffin, would have been like you could have said, well, Griffin, you could have just said like, well, you know, I understand your concern here. If you really want to know the details, I think you just need to come out here and see it in person.
Well,
and just kind of like leave it at that.
That was actually the first text that I said to the person was, it would be better if you just came and saw the game and you can answer all of your questions. But the person was further away than a local pickup type of thing. So, unfortunately, they weren't in a position to do that. But it's just like, dude, I've spent upwards of $3,000 on games sight unseen, and I haven't asked for anything close to what you're asking. And I know it's all sort of conditional. It's all about perspective and what you haven't been exposed to. But so here's my rant. I'm just gonna rant.
Yes, go right.
Go. Hey, wait, where's the mute button? Let's see.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we're moving into a place now. And we're not moving into a place. I think we've been in this place for a little while now, where there are a lot of people that aren't especially actually sort of dedicated to the hobby. And what I mean by dedicated is you.
Spoiler! Oh, you spoiled it. All right, who's talking?
I wonder if we know.
Damn it!
That was amazing.
You go.
Is Mark drinking vodka tonight? Where's the Devo hat?
Wait, Mark muted it?
I'm sorry. I had to.
Mark muted it.
He did.
Oh,
Wow.
Mark has the power of veto tonight.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure that's the meanest thing you've ever seen Steve do on the show.
Yeah, I know, right? That's right. He is the host.
All right, Mark, you better be careful of what you eat at Griffin's next week.
No.
Make a special wonton soup plate.
Here's some.
That was
special
pretty
sauce.
classic, though. You got it.
Oh, that was fun.
That was Mock's equivalent.
Damn it.
Yeah. The buzzer.
All right, I got to do a never too hungover right now.
Oh, man, my cheeks
Good
hurt
cue.
now.
Yeah, I hope you don't gag and die on that.
Sorry, Joel. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist it. It was too good. It's too good to be.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're already at a place where there are a lot of people moving into the hobby that are at a point where they just want the cool shit, and there's enough YouTube videos online right now that people get to see very impressive collections from people who've been in the hobby a very long time, or people who've come into the hobby in the last X amount of years and have bust their asses to go out, find stuff, fix it up, make it good. You know, I mean, it's everything that all of us do on a daily basis. But the trouble is, these people see these really nice collections and they're like, I want that. But they want to buy machines off the shelf in that collector quality condition. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to go to a dirty ass, crazy fucking meth addict owned warehouse somewhere and deal with these crazy motherfuckers that have great machines. But God, I mean, we've all been there. We've all gone through it. You have to deal with some very strange people sometimes.
Nice.
Pretty much.
To get to these games, and when you get to them, I mean, I did it with the Tapper and the Burger Time.
And you just hope you don't get stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
You know, you go in, you know what you're looking for. You see what it is that is of value, but it's not just, you're not just going to go in there and spray it down with some Windex and it's going to work. You're going to have to put in some serious hours. You're going to invest some money. What's that?
I said, don't knock it till you've tried it.
Well, hey, fuck.
Windex
If all you need is some Windex, then winner chicken dinner. But of course,
that's how I restore all my games. It's just
it doesn't always work out that way. But these guys, they want to come in and they just want to write a check and buy a 30-year machine, a 30-year-old machine, as though they're buying a PlayStation game online.
Well, they don't know any better.
Yeah. Brand new condition, right?
Right. Yeah.
This thing's never going to have a problem, right? Yeah, it's bullshit.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've had situations where I've had people turn up at my place to buy a game, and I've refused to sell it to them because you'll say to them, "Is this your first arcade machine?" They're like, "Oh yeah, it's the first one." You're like, "Okay. Well, what do you know about the hobby?" "Oh well, no, I played these as a kid." Well, yeah, you and every other motherfucker from the 80s. But, and you'll say, well, what if it goes wrong? Can I give you a call?
No.
We're out of here.
Yes.
So,
You're not
That's a giant flag right there. Yeah.
that is
You
just-
buy a car privately.
You have to leave my house. Right
no
now.
warranty expressed or implied.
Joel has a trap door that opens up underneath their feet and they land into a pit.
One of the things I always tell people when I sell games, or try to always tell them, and I'm not being dishonest with this, you guys can vouch for me on this, is I'm like, I do not rebuild monitors. I don't know how to rebuild power supplies.
What, you?
I work with friends to do that. So
I don't own a soldering gun.
Yeah, I'll try to help you out if you have problems.
I just called it a soldering gun is an issue.
If it's beyond like a basic mechanical issue, I probably can't help
There
you.
you go.
See, like
Right.
That's
Once it leaves, it's yours and yours, and it's no longer my responsibility. Maybe that's why I don't sell many games.
As soon as that money hits my hand, I'm like, you can lift that into your truck yourself. That's yours. You own that right now.
What's your return policy? If you return, I call the cops.
Yeah.
I'm sure I dog on you.
Yeah, then I get
Pretty
the game
sure it
and your
says
money.
on the Arcade Icons website that there's like a 2-year warranty on all products sold by
No questions asked.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm pretty sure
exactly,
about that. And
But
free return
I
shipping.
Can't stand,
Yes.
I can't stand these checkbook collector guys. They're showing up more and more and more, and they think they're buying something like off the shelf. You know?
Showroom.
Like,
Yeah.
Dude,
so I've had an experience, and I'm not going to name names, and I doubt.
Oh, you're part of the Me Too group.
Yes.
Yeah,
I doubt he will see. He'll see or listen to this, but
leave that alone.
The one issue I had was, and I'm going to try to not do this in the future, is when you try to describe your game to someone, like the condition, like, in my opinion, I'm looking at something that is 30 plus years old, and I'm like, I put this at like a 7 or 8 out of 10 condition. But then someone else might be like, they're considering a 7 or 8, like as if it was brand new 6 months ago, which is kind of a different value, right? And I tried to explain it, and I gave, maybe a half dozen pictures of the machines, and there was no questions asked for more detailed. But like Mock said, do close-ups of any of the flaws, where I didn't really do that. I just did like overall, and they were pretty reasonably high resolution pictures.
I thought they were good. Yeah, they look good.
I also posted a video too, like this stuff showing switches working.
The thing I'm going to really try to avoid ever doing again in the future, lesson learned, is in those situations, it's, in my opinion, it's better to have the person come to you to buy the game than for them to pay you extra to deliver it to them. Because once you've driven there, it's kind of like, I'm already invested in this, and I'm not going to like give up on this.
Problem. Yeah, it's still your problem.
Yes.
Right.
And
until the money's in your hand, like Griffin said.
Unload the games, and the cash has not exchanged hands yet. And they start looking at it and like, oh man, I didn't see this in the pictures. Honestly, I wouldn't call this a 7 or 8. This is more like a 5 or 6.
Hate that shit.
Fuck that negotiation. That's
remember, Joel, you had somebody looking over your.
And I could have just said, I could have just gone full Griffin and would just be like, you know what?
Full Griffin. I went full Griffin.
But in that one instance, and it's only happened to me once, I'm just kind of like, I'm already in this, and I've made my decision, and I'm closing the deal, and so it was maybe $100 or $200. I just kind of said, all right, I'll just knock this off, if we're all good. So that's what happened.
Well, yeah, but see, but then you're no longer in a position of being in a position where you can negotiate. Like you're at a loss at that point.
Yeah,
right.
And so to me, it's like, no, that's
well, in this case, and to his credit, and I'm not going to say names, there was an agreed on amount that he was paying for me to deliver him. He's like, I'll still pay you the delivery fee, but this game I'll buy. This game I'm not putting at that value.
See, but it's like you're like the car dealer, and you drove all the cars to his house for him to walk through your dealership.
Yeah,
make a decision, and that's not, that's fucked.
And
it's like once you accept like that, I'm going to deliver these games, you've committed to buy the games at that price.
Yeah.
That's the way I would.
And it was a 3-hour drive each way in this case.
Okay.
It was like an entire.
And then what
day.
happens if one of them stops working? Then
right.
Thankfully,
what if you get there and it's like, one of the games that was working just fine at your house no longer.
I do understand from his point of view, but like I said, lesson learned.
Yeah.
More detailed pictures, or I just say, I'm not going to drive that far with you not seeing it in person.
Right. Or just at that point, like be on the phone or talk to him in IM or like whatever it is, and just be like, look, if you want more pictures, I'll take pictures of anything you want, but before I commit to driving, we've settled on a price. I'm driving there to drop these games off and take money. That's my whole deal.
Almost never drive to take a game.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I've driven maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Sometimes for free, sometimes $20, $40, $50, whatever. To do it, but more than that, I'm not gonna.
I just feel like you should settle on a price and the games are sold. If you want more pictures or videos or whatever, if you're willing to do that as a seller, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that once I load up my the van or whatever with a game that I'm taking to you, we've already settled on a price. That's it.
Yeah.
If you want more, ask for more. But
and you guys know I'm in a kind of a situation where I'm selling some games right now.
Yeah.
And I just try to I'm trying to be as honest as possible. I'm like, not working. Assume this needs rebuild. This needs rebuild. This needs rebuild. I'm not saying it's 9 out of 10 condition. I'm not saying it's perfectly working. I don't want to do that. So
right, and it's a condition that they leave your house in too, because like the reality is that like moving these 30-plus-year-old machines around causes damage.
Yeah.
Hey guys, getting late.
All right, Leo.
See you guys.
Take it easy.
All right.
See you next week.
Leo.
And Leo Fest 2018.
Yes,
That's right,
I'll
yes.
post that on Clav. Look for
right.
its own separate
Fest.
thing. I'll talk to you guys about that tomorrow. Thanks.
Okay.
everyone.
Nice.
All right,
Leo.
take care. We'll see you.
Hey, Leo. See you next week. So, Griffin's gone.
Oh,
Griffin had some buyers for a pin. I can't remember which pin it was, but he said that they looked it over like 2 inches from it, looking it over really super slow. And then they after they looked it over, they found like a couple different little things, and they're like trying to renegotiate down, $500 off or something. And he's just like, oh geez. I think he ended up just saying, get out of here.
and that the pinball community is a whole nother oof.
Yeah.
But I think, I haven't looked at your pictures, but the way you explained it, it sounds like you tried to, highlight any flaws you could
be
find.
thorough. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the last show that's why I angled it. This is the last show that Whitewater will be on. It's going to be gone.
Oh, I didn't get to play it next week.
Yeah.
Well, you can play Keith. Yeah. Keith has it.
Okay, all right.
We wanted to
I
play
have more
yours.
mods. I don't know. Maybe I should hold the guy off a week or so. Right?
I know that's.
Also,
I figure
as well.
we're going to be getting back from Arcade Expo. You guys are going to want to play shit.
Honestly, I don't see us playing very much at Arcade Expo.
Really?
Oh,
I think we're going to be mostly hanging out, chatting.
Well,
not at Arcade Expo. It's loud and.
Yeah, it's going to be crowded on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's not as crowded as CAX, though.
90% drinking beer in the parking lot.
So so that's a good question too. So the tickets thing. So Keith said he's just buying at the door. There's no benefit from pre-order.
I'm afraid they'll sell out though. I was thinking about just getting it early just to be.
I don't think they've ever sold out though, have they?
No, they haven't yet. But I don't know.
They never had a Kong off.
That's we just save that money and we hang out in the parking lot.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't see the.
Besides the fact that we just say we're part of Kaylin's entourage.
I mean, it is part of Kong Off. I mean, it might sell out. You never know.
You think that many people are that interested in Kong Off?
I
mean, seriously, like I would, not a chance I would go see Kong. When we go down there, maybe it'll be like a minute.
I could probably
like,
go.
Oh, hey, look, they're playing Kong.
I think it's a gamble. Why not?
It's a big thing, guys.
In Denver,
seriously,
in Denver, both Kong Off 2 and 3 were fucking packed.
It wouldn't hurt to get them ahead of time.
I don't get it. Like, can you even see? Like, did they at least show the gameplay up on big screens?
What they were doing is they had cameras on them and they had them on TVs above.
Yeah, they have little cameras. Yeah, they mount them.
Guys, I wouldn't buy tickets. Don't buy tickets ahead of time because if we all get there on the day, I can go in, find John, talk to him, say, look, there's 20 others. We can work something out. Don't do it.
Okay.
I think you'll be throwing your money
away.
With
that.
Where's the ball pit?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we go a few blocks down and we hang out at a bar.
All right, I'll
Uber it to a bar.
Yeah,
all good.
And banning.
It'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, the inside of a bar is an inside of a bar.
I think
You're set to the
Australian
place
guys
for
got
free.
clout.
We'll have enough connections to make it happen either way.
Australian
whether
Joel's
it's
got
sold out or not.
clout.
Don't buy your tickets ahead of time. Don't do
I
that.
think this place is restricted, Wang, so don't tell me you're Jewish. Okay, fine.
Just to finish up that buyer conversation as well, it's like I think if any of us buy a game that we have shipped to us, nobody expects that game to work when you plug it in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well,
should be
I have a game that's been wrapped for a month in my garage that I haven't even, maybe a month and a half.
that you purchased or traded for.
No, I purchased shipped.
Yeah.
It's sitting in my garage at least a month and a half.
Right.
Still wrapped.
And it'll be what it'll be when you plug it in.
It's
right?
hiding in it's hiding in plain sight in the garage.
Oh,
Nice.
But that's the measure for me. I think of an actual collector is that they're like, sure, you said it was working when you shipped it. I trust that, but I also know that this 30-year-old game is going to do X thousand miles in a freight truck before it hits my doorstep.
Well, it's been loaded up into a truck. It's been unloaded into a distribution facility, loaded into another truck, and
yeah.
I'm not like, if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna message the guy like, hey, it's not working. It is what it is.
You gotta stop
and ask for money back or something like that.
Right, you're gonna stop poking and prodding, reseating things, redoing connectors, and checking fuses and all that shit. And that is the hobby. And these people that are coming into the hobby now, where they're like, well, I mean, I literally had the guy say, I want you to take a video of the machine working so that I know that when it arrives, if it doesn't work, it wasn't your fault. So it's just like, dude, I already told you it was working. I know there's just like a certain level of
It's like
trust.
eBay. Yeah.
I've had that, Joel, though. I've had multiple with what I've been doing lately. Multiple, hey, can you take a video? I'm like, oh, sure. Yeah. This is, not
It takes 2 seconds with your phone.
Yeah,
Who
which
cares?
it's not. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. They just,
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that.
Well, it's like the video that I shot for you and Brian of Spy Hunter and Defender. It's like I took a full video, walked around the game, showed them working, and I did that without you guys asking. It was just me wanting to make sure you guys knew that that's where they were at.
You know what was great is, and then Defender arrived with the one cap like broken, and then he put it, I go, dude, I could see where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And then he did it, and then it was all good.
Yeah.
I go, it's like literally, it's so
clearly a
like
shipping thing.
If this was one of us, like both retards, which we are, I'm like, I go, dude, I think, and he did it, and it was fine. I go,
It's not a PC show, so you can say retards and midgets.
I know.
The end. Huh?
All right, you guys, I'm gonna head out. I've got to be up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, actually, I have a chiropractor appointment in the morning, so hopefully my neck will be fucked up when I come see you guys next week. So I gotta bail too.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys Thursday.
Take care. Yeah.
We'll see you. We'll see you Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, right?
And Thursday.
Should we just end it now then?
yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're doing a show next week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Gak, do your spiel.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Aaron, for coming on to the longest running live arcade podcast on YouTube. The undisputed.
That's right. With 100% more girl than the other guy.
Than the other guy.
So yeah, we had lots of cool people on with us tonight, as always. Leo, Dave, Griffin, Mock, me, Carrie, Jim, Andrew. Let's see who else we got. Oh, let me go to YouTube
Chris,
here.
Seabart
was with us. Yep. I don't know why Gleek didn't come on with us, but he was in the chat. Jeff Hagedorn. Steve from Albany.
Yep.
Frober. Hopefully we get to see him next Saturday.
Yeah, he's going to be inside banning. We may or may not go in there.
Yeah, right. We'll have to invite him outside for drinks.
Yeah. Come into the parking lot.
I think I got his.
Right. We were being cheap.
I think I got his phone number, so we can text him.
And DJ Flask, like my somewhat twin brother in Australia, my thinner, younger version of me, I'll say. And who else we got? Gravatar, not sure who that is. Bootleg. I think was Sarah on with us earlier.
Sarah was on earlier. Yep.
Dehacked.
Mule.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So Game Flipper, whoever that is.
I think that's the bot.
Okay. Nash Villain was on there earlier.
Yeah. We saw Clint briefly.
And Bootleg, whoever that is. So that's pretty much all I can find. So yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. And next week we'll be talking about how we're going to see each other in a couple days. So
that's true. That'll be really freaking fast. Short work week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good times.
Alrighty.
Too fun. Can't wait to get drunk with you fuckers.
I fucking need you more.